Okay, so this is the last part of head texturing. So we have our color map done, and this is the place where we can update our normal map. We will do this by generating second normal map from the color map. And we are going to do this right now. And in order to do this, we have to desaturate the image. We have to crank up some lights and shadows. The process is just similar to doing a specular map. Of course, we have to turn off our ambient occlusion maps. And you see I'm using just levels to adjust the look of our texture. And you see this, our hair are right now pretty black, so I've just created a mask, and I'm just trying to make them a little bit brighter, because completely dark is just not good in my opinion. Okay, and the important part of doing this second normal map is that we have to invert our texture. So I'm doing this basically one more time, because before I was using this adjustment layers, and right now I've just flattened the image, and I'm just redoing this on the inverted image. And you see I'm using a plugin from Xnormal to generate this normal map, and you see how many details we have, and I'm Control C, Control V to the document with our normal map, and we do overlay. And the important part is to turn off the blue channel for this map, because it might cause some small problems. And you see how much details we've got right now on our normal map from the color map. And right now we are going to preview this on our model, and you see we have tons of details, little bumps on the skin. So in my opinion it looks very good, and with the specular map it will be looking even better. So I'm just checking if everywhere everything works okay. Our next step is just to create a specular map. And right now you see our model with specular map applied to the shader, and I'm not gonna show you the whole process of creating the specular map. I just will show you the actual map, actual texture, and we will discuss what kind of layers I have in the Photoshop file and how I've done this. It took me some time because I've done some tests before. So right now you see the texture. It is very dark, and I will explain you what you have to do to achieve a similar effect. And I will expand this window to show you layers because there is a lot of them. And of course we have adjustments layers like curve and levels, and right now I'm hiding adjustments layers with the paint that I've used to paint some highlights. So mainly this is the texture that you're starting with, the saturated color map, and you're starting from this point. You add levels and curve. You can do this different way, but I'm using these adjustment layers. Of course I made hair a little bit. This is how my curve looks, and this is how my levels looks. And of course I've made adjustment layers to make this hair a little bit lighter, because completely dark is not good. I just wanted to there a little bit of specular also. And I've made a paint layer, another standard layer, where I've painted some highlights on the face, on the nose area, on the forehead area, and a little bit around the nose as well. And of course the lips and the eyes areas are important because they are really wet. They shine a little bit more, so. And the next lights a little bit around the eyes, a little bit adjustments to the lips to break this shininess with some folds, and some just shadows around the eyes, and on the forehead some wrinkles. Sometimes you might have problems with specular maps because the problems are caused by the viewports. In one viewport your specular might look pretty cool, but when you take it, for example, to the game engine like UDK, it might look a little bit different. In Maya, for example, my highlights on the specular map are pretty good and everything works fine, but sometimes when I take it to the Unreal Engine, my specular looks a little bit too dark, so I have to make some adjustments in the Photoshop to the actual texture. So you have to be aware of this, that not everything always works like we expect. And of course in game engines you have to play a little bit with the shader options also. So I've made the specular to look pretty good in Maya, but we will see later how it looks, for example, in different game engine like Marmoset or UDK. So for now, that's it.